These are some common problems with upper back movements. The first exercise is the bent over row. Poorly executing the bent over row can result in a rounding of the upper and lower back, extending the neck, and poor scapular retraction. When properly executing the bent over row, it's important to have upward chest tilt, a lumbar curve, and only a mild neck extension while maintaining good scapular retraction through the movement. The single arm dumbbell row. Poor execution of the dumbbell row is similar to poor execution of the bent over barbell row. Typical problems with this movement is rounding again of the upper and lower back, heavy extension of the neck, and poor scapular retraction through the movement. Correcting the dumbbell row would involve the same movements again as the barbell row. Tilting the chest upward, extending the lumbar curve, and only a mild neck extension through the movement while maintaining good scapular retraction. The seated row. You'll notice that incorrect pulling movements really don't change. The most typical problem is a rounding of the upper and lower back, the extended neck, and poor scapular retraction. Correcting these issues really isn't that difficult. Open up the chest, tilt the chest cavity upward towards the ceiling, keep the shoulder blades retracted through the movement, and extend the hips outward while just looking slightly forward. You don't want to have a heavy neck extension or look at the ceiling through the movements. Tilt the chest up, extend the hips out, keep the shoulder blades back, and look forward or slightly down. The pull down. The pull down is one of the most common poorly executed movements that I think I see. Poor issues here are the closed chest cavity, lack of an upward chest tilt, lack of scapular depression and retraction, and nearly performing a tricep press at the bottom of the movement. Proper execution of the lat pull down would consist of good scapular depression and retraction, an upward chest tilt, extended lumbar curve, and the bar coming only in towards the collarbone or base of the neck. There should be a brief pause at the bottom of this movement and controlled efforts to bring the load back to the top. Our final movement is the pull-up. The poor points of the pull-up aren't too different from the poor points of the lat pull down. However, a few other things come into consideration here within range of motion. The poor issues are lack of scapular depression and retraction, which doesn't allow the body to come to a proper elevated position in the pull-up, not allowing the body to come to a complete hang, and lack of upward chest tilt and open chest position at the top of the pull-up. Correcting the pull-up would be incorporating proper scapular depression and retraction, allowing the body to come to full height within the pull-up, allowing the body to come to a full hang within the pull-up, and allowing for proper lumbar curve throughout the movement.